Greetings, everybody. It's Dude Man. Finally getting some time dedicated to showing you what I've been finding over the summer. Still got more to go, so once I put them on here, I can get them cataloged. Well, let's start out with a couple of them that I found. Here's a 25th anniversary twin mill. So I do collect twin mills. This one was released as a group when they started making these. The buttons used to come with the old ones, so this is the 25th anniversary. So they have some out there. I think this was from around 1992, I believe. So card's in pretty good shape. It's got a nick there. I do have my twin mills loose. I love the color, but I haven't decided if I'm going to open this one yet. So I guess I'll kind of keep it in the card for now. Drop that one up there. I also found this taxi limo. It's not something that I necessarily would have grabbed, but when I was out and about and on a previous find, I did find these two. So there's one more that I have to find, which is a 57 T-Bird in this series. There was 4 of them. So I haven't opened these, so I'm not going to open this one. I am going to try to find that other 57 Turbo Taxi. I believe I did see it on eBay for a decent price. It's just the shipping kind of kills you, so you kind of want to grab a few things from the site. I'm finding pricing wise, eBay vendors are a lot better than what's going on in Amazon. It's just getting a little ridiculous. But I did find some other ones that I am going to open. Here's one. It's the Volkswagen. It's the Ultra Hot series, and I've got several of these. I think this is a Target exclusive. So I do have a bunch of these, but this is a 2025 casting. So let's just take a look at it. You know, those Ultra Hots have the beautiful colors in them, and I've got a ton of VWs. This one doesn't pop as much as some of the other ones, but it's still kind of a cool casting. So since I have VWs, I also picked up some of these Valentine Day VWs. I've got a Valentine Day Corvette from this year, but this one is from, I believe, 2014. February of 14, they released it, so it's kind of cool. I'm going to pop this one open. You know, it's just still amazing to me when you take them out of the case. That plastic kind of shields the color a little bit. It's got a chrome base. Love 2021. Interesting. So it's a 2021 February. I don't know what that is. What does this say? Card says 2020. But anyways, it's still cool. And this one kind of matches the one that I had in the Corvette as far as the colors go. Very similar. This says 2021 as well. So it must have been several different ones. Well, let's do the VW stuff now. It's kind of the same on there, so I would say this is 2021, as it says on the top. Pretty cool though. So there's a bunch of VWs. Here's one I just picked up, just EMT response vehicle. Kind of cool. Nothing special about it. Just pop this one open. This might just go in the play bin. To race. Whoop. Gotta make a little adjustment. It's still kind of cool. Shot out to all our first responders out there. It's got a nice base. Very beautiful. I mean, it really flies with the light, and the bottom will keep it on the track. I bet you this is a good one. May have to try that on the loop track that I've got. Keep that for when the grandkids come. I got this one strictly for the color. It's not a casting that I've ever kind of really seen or sought out, but when you're kind of perusing through things, you see this, and that just jumps out at you. And it's kind of funny because I do have some of these. I've got a 5-pack of these, but I don't have this one. So this is part of it. It's called Swing Fire. Why don't you take a look at it? Very heavy, so you know it's from the 90s. Chrome wheels. Kind of interesting tires. Kind of a, I don't know if it's based off a Mercedes. I'll have to look it up and do some more. Kind of just a custom one. Won't go on the track very good, so this is just put her on the shelf to see it. You know, it's Hot Wheels doing interesting things with castings, just kind of what I like about the Hot Wheels. Matchbox, as everybody knows, does the more realistic ones, which is cool too, because I've got several of those. Picked up this El Camino too. It's just a custom job. Got several El Caminos. I just like the color. This one is circa 2006. So it looks like, again, you look at that, it's all in a series. Collect all of them. I probably wouldn't get the ATV. I'd find some of these other ones. I think I've got that one. I've got a Ford Thunderbolt as well. Let's pop this one open. Coming out pretty good today. Gorgeous. It's got that emerald green, souped up engine in the back. We've got the wing. Again, this is going to be one, it just rolls great, but not necessarily on a loop track, but I bet it would be a pretty good runner down the track once you see it. So I'm going to put that one up there. And as you know, I collect gold cars and split an image. I've started collecting some. I just recently got a couple red lines. This one is Attack of the Killer Flies. At one point, wherever it was 79 cents. Well, we all know how those costs have been coming up. There was a part of a 4, so since it's a splitting image, I would get that. It'd be interesting to see what the Sweet 16 is. Yeah, you never know. Might come across it. Let's pop it open, because I want to see this. You know, I always struggle on popping them open or not, but I love to see the colors when you take them out. So it's got a gold pink theme going on. It's pretty cool. Put those next to the split images. Here's a Boulevard series as we were out and about. I don't go to Walmart a lot, but they had one there. And hey, it's gold. And I know people probably keep them in the case, but I'm gonna open this up. Most of my gold cars are loose. This one, very heavy. Of course, it costs more than $1. You know, when you get into the Boulevard series and the premiums, it's got, you know, rubber tires on it. Very heavy. Very heavy. Rolls very easily. It's got some detail on the inside, clear windows. Where was it made? Made in Thailand. As you know, they kind of manufacture all around the world. Interesting deco on that. But, gotta love those two gold cars. I like the way they spin and show off. This was one. They have several of these out here, and I just happened to see it. Well, of course, I love that green color. The drag tour, and you can get all different kinds with this front part that you can lift up. I've got a base one without that. It's chrome. I don't know if it's originally a chrome version without a cover. I've seen them out on eBay for sale, but most of them have some kind of tractor piece on top, because that's the casting, and then they would just add this. This is metal, so this is an older one, and it's pretty good as far as rollability. And again, it's that, the problem is when you get in anything, this is a little tip, when you get into anything that has the power turnpike that throws them down the track, anything that's got loose wheels, it will muck that wheel up very bad. So I would not run this down a power track. It could go down just a race track when you manually start them. It'd be a fun little one, but I like that casting, so, and I like the color, so that's why I picked that one up. So this one, I just got strictly because of the Hot Wheel. I like it when they do the fantasy casings and they put Hot Wheel on it. It's got a yellow case on it, so you know it's kind of been out a little bit. This is circa 2001. I do have that, I do have that, and I do have that. So this might be, I might have the full set. I'll have to kind of dig around and see. Locomotive, yeah, I did just get the locomotive one that was the Metro Rail. So I'm gonna have to go look at these two and see, and I think I probably have a full set. But since I know that one's open, I might as well open up this one. Oh, this is the huh. Interesting. Fantiste. Well, it's coming out of the case, I'll tell you that. Ooh, this is nice when they have these in here so they don't flop around and get, although they're a little harder to get out, that's for sure. Come on, cooperate here. There we go. Wow. You take it out of there and now you see that color. Just gorgeous. It's got a chrome base, metal top. Beautiful. I'll be keeping this card and see if I can track down my other ones and watch those. This one I saw Screamliner. It's just an interesting casting. So it's kind of that old school look, like a Delahaye or something from the 30s. This is actually from 2014. This was a Larry Wood, which you guys know, he's been a classic guy who's done so many of the castings. This says it has a V12 engine, which you can see is denoted there. But let's take it out and take a look at it. You know, it's lighter than I would expect because you got the plastic base, but the colors are cool. It's kind of got that cool fin. I don't think this would be necessarily a good racer or anything. It's just got kind of some small wheels on it, but it would certainly be a good thing on the shelf. And to go with the purple theme, here's another first edition Evil Twin. Love the engines on there. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But the color is beautiful on here. Guaranteed for life, so this is a US casting. 2001 first edition, so here's all the ones that were listed in there. This is 2001, and hey, I'm gonna open it. Again, plastic base. Beautiful color though. I mean, it's gorgeous up there. They chromed this, which is nice. Kind of did the detail on the headlights and the back. So that's nice. I mean, I miss these little details of the newer cars. I know they usually do them on the premiums, but it would be cool if they did them on the new cars as well. So that's the next batch, everybody. Thanks for watching, tuning in. Give me a like, give me a subscribe, give me a comment if you have anything, know anything about any of these particular castings. I'm going to go ahead now and get them cataloged, get them up on the shelves, and move on to the next group. Thanks, everybody.